How's it going? Turtle here with another installment of the Turtle Cast, or the Turtle Cast, or the collective ramblings of a deranged salesman. People don't value free. By the way, today is June 2nd, 2022. People don't value free, and I ask, can success really be measured in dollars? As I say that, financially, let's not go there, sister. But I do have ideas. And ideas are more valuable than knowledge sometimes. Maybe all the time. I mean, I'd rather be in the position I am now than be a complete broke professor or complete broke student with master's degree. You know, I'm just broke. But being broke and adversity is not always a bad thing either. And part of the reason why too is because I also have been more honest with the relationship I have with money. So there are times where I had a little bit less or a little bit more than I do now financially, and I didn't have the same perception as I do now. It doesn't mean I'm not trying different things. It's just an interesting point in my life. And I never really struck it rich or anything like that anyways, but I'm learning a difference just between value and all kinds of stuff, actually. Similarities, differences, what value really is, so to speak. As I'm going by driving free piles, there's an example. People don't value free. Not the best example, but there's some people that will look through a free pile to find something of value, and there's people that won't touch a free pile with a 10-foot pole because it's free. If it was a tag sale, like earlier in the day, and the prices could have been expensive, and then later on it's in a free pile, there would be people that would pay money for that stuff that's free. It's a weird science. It is a weird science. Also, I was actually talking to my mother about this recently too, about one of the lessons too, that it will be in a deeper subject, like I'll go deeper on it on a subject matter of how to price and charge people that are your family, your friends. It's probably one of the most difficult equations you'll ever make. Maybe, I don't know. But you best have like a formula for it. I kind of do. But let me just give you a little perspective. What if you're a landscaper? What if you own a restaurant, car dealership, housing, let's just go there, actually. So, if you're good, right? If you're good, family and friends are going to want to hire you at some point. Maybe they even put a good word for you for somebody they know, one of their friends. That's a little different. You could give them your regular price with a little bit of a discount or something. That's not really what I'm worried about. Referrals is not what I'm talking about here. It's your own blood, your own people you've grown up with, people you've known for more than 10 years, right? Maybe 20 years. More. Maybe more. Maybe it's the people that brought you into this world, right? How do you charge them? I think it's very simple. Even though it's one of the hardest equations you'll ever make. I think it's very simple. It has a lot to do with like a process and ideologies and fairness and all kinds of stuff blended in. Now why would somebody need to know this information? Well, that's a very valid question. The reason why somebody might want to know this information is, what if you sell nice cars? Somebody in your family wants one. You ain't gonna give it away for free. And they sure as hell ain't paying sticker price, right? Either way, they're not. Especially your mom, dad, your uncle, your cousin, your nephew, your children, your niece, your nephews, whatever, neighbor, friend. They're not paying sticker price, but you can't just give them it either. It's something you might want to think about. Oh boy, did Turtle take a wrong turn? He might have. Restaurant. You can't just give them free food all the time. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I guess if you're like bringing it back or something, or maybe you can with food. I guess I don't know. What if it was a grocery store though? I don't think there's going to be a lot of deals there. Landscaping. That's an iffy one because it's an iffy one only because sorry for the long pause. Well then, yeah, that was a long pause, and I'm not even gonna fix it. What I am trying to fix is how in the frick, I don't know, what happened there. I literally like did like a weird circle thing and ended back like kind of where it started. This is not right. With the gas, how much it is, I don't know what I did, but I literally ended back where I started. That's so weird how that happens. I was going home, and then somehow I took a turn and ended up all the way back where I started. What the heck? Well, anyways, I didn't lose my train of thought. I just I just had to moment of a pause there because I was like, wait a second, why am I back over here? I'm telling you, some of these like hill town areas and these back roads, they sure throw you for a loop, and not that much. Wow, I was like so like halfway home. What did I do? That's weird. Well, anyways, sorry about that. So, moving on. I guess my dinner's not going to be so hot when I get home. That, or she's going to probably eat without me, you know, I'm thinking. Alright, well, I think I'm going to get over it now. Man, as I'm recording this right now, gas has slightly gone down to $4.65 average I've seen. Almost $5 a gallon. Can you believe that? How much was gas when you started driving? Right? Now look at how much it is. But look at how much gas was like 10 years ago. It wasn't that much different than it is now. I think it was like upper threes. And then for a little while we enjoyed $2.50 a gallon. Actually, during the pandemic, I don't know if I saved a receipt, but I shit you not. Well, look at that, $4.47. I shit you not. It was $2. I think I paid $2 for gas. Just under $2. And now I'm paying just under $5. But you know what? I'm not complaining. Because that's what poor people do. And even though I have no money, not no money, but not a lot, just enough to pay my bills. Maybe a little bit for the FU fund. But that gets dried up sometimes too. But yeah, there's a lot to reflect on though. One is this coffee is freaking horrible. I almost want to go back in and just freaking pour it in their face. Because I'm going to be driving by it soon. But I'm not. I will say though, drinking really good coffee and then drinking cheap coffee, it definitely has quite the contrast. I don't know why I keep pounding my chest on these little turtle casts here saying, oh yeah, get coffee for $1. Starbucks can go to hell. They can't. I don't like that $5. I don't like the $5 coffee business. I do once in a while enjoy Starbucks, but it's more of a lady thing. She likes her little treat. Or pick me up once or twice a week. She gets a little Starbucks, and then I say, hey, I'll get a Starbucks too. Why not? But it's not my regular go-to. And right now, I could go for that over what I'm drinking right now. I don't know, like, it's one of those things where it's like, you go to the gas station, and, alright, this is going to be another chronicle of the gas station. Me picking on the gas station clerks, because I got nothing better to do, right? Gonna pick on the poor old the poor souls that work at the gas station. Got nothing better to do. Well, talk about a job that you don't give a crap about. So, I like to use my own cup for economic reasons, and I just like my own cup. Screw you, I like my own cup. I like my Yeti mug. Well, I'm not sponsored by Yeti, by the way, but I'll gladly plug them in. I'm sure anybody listening to this right now, well, I'm not sure anybody, but a lot of people listening to this right now probably got a Yeti mug, and they love their Yeti mug. So I'm with you. 10% off Yeti mugs. Use coupon code TURTLE. Yeah, right. Maybe. I don't know. It could work. I don't think it does, but, you know, maybe it will in the future. I'm not really sponsored by anything. I don't plan to be either. But I'll let certain things slide. It's like certain coffee or maybe like a mom and pop place or something. I don't really want to sell out to some... I mean... You know, when you're penniless, maybe, but anyways. Before I go back into how to charge friends and family, I'll talk about the chronicles of gas station. Man, my stomach is already getting upset from this. I might have to pour this out. Oh, man. You know, it just, a lot of times the coffee tastes burnt. And, I mean... I think the people that are making it and the fact that it's $1 is starting to catch on. If you know what I mean. I might have to retire from this shit coffee. Like in general, not just like right now. I love coffee so much that I can't believe I do this to myself. I'll take a couple more sips, and then when my stomach really starts hurting, it's going out the window. Luckily it's raining right now, so I don't know if that means anything, but wherever I pour it out, it tastes bad, I guess. Oh, man. So, yeah. I figured, hey, why not get a nice coffee? It's, you know, it's been like pretty warm out. And then I go and make it, and then you go over, because they have like a creamer station, and you hit the creamer, and then like a couple drops comes out, and you're already just kind of grossed out, like, oh god, this is the end of a fucking... So you go to the other one, whatever, right? And then I go and make it, and there's no lid, there's no lids. Not to mention their lid dispenser, it looks so gross. Like, hey, let's have people touch this lid dispenser all day with dirty ass hands. So, I mean, that was already a turn off, but I look around, they didn't even have lids. They have lids for like hot coffee and whatever sugar frozen thing they got there. So I look, I see a lady's by herself. She looks like a washed up Cyndi Lauper with too much makeup. Like really weird, like eyeshadow, like gold make, like it's like we're in a gas station, lady. You can ease up on that, but it's not the point. You know, she might not have been the brightest bulb in that building. Just say. So you know what I was gonna do? Not tell her that the lids were out, because it's just, she'll figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm not there to micromanage people. So I just poured out like pretty much the whole thing. Felt really weird and awkward throwing it a cup away that I never even really got to use or enjoy. Because I like at least bring it home and recycle it, even though the plastic recycling is a sham in itself. Man, I'm really bitter about this bitter coffee and missing taking some weird turn earlier and literally like going all the way back to like where I started. Like what the hell? It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make sense. And I did it so fast too. Jeez. anyways, so hit the coffee. No, I went back to my car and I grabbed my mug and I just said, alright, I'll just go grab a hot coffee. And then I try it. It tastes kind of burnt. Get it anyways. And that's what I get. You know what I mean? I mean, I got 2 tries at it too. To be fair, but I don't know why I do this to myself. So then when I go pay for the gas, I can use more like $5 bills and $1 bills in my life. So I'm just getting, you know, my coffee and a little less than $14 in gas. But lo and behold, this time it's an adult. Coffee's $1.06. I already know that. Comes up on the screen. I say, give me $13.94 on X pump. It was like I asked. It was like I don't know. It was like I asked, like, hey, can you sell me a winning lottery ticket or something? Like, lady looked at me like I had like 5 heads or something. And she was just like, well, I'm just gonna give you $14 in gas, and then there's just like a long pause. She didn't say, but wait, and then she couldn't figure it out, and I was like, all right, can't you just plug in $13.94 in the machine, right? And she's like, oh yeah, I guess I could. I just think to myself, you know, why don't you spend more time working on that hideous makeup? You know, because I'm sure that's just making everybody's day. You know, it's funny. The same gas station down the road, $4.75 versus $4.59. I don't know how they get away with that. Whatever. How do you charge family and friends? You know? How do you charge them? Well, I think we covered a couple things that people might want to buy. Housing too. You couldn't just give somebody free housing. I mean, maybe you sell it to them for $1 or $100. That's different. But like for a business, like a business that has sustainable or reoccurring payments involved, you know, you gotta get something for it. Yeah, you can't give it away for free, or basically give it away without any profit attached to it. But you don't want, you're not gonna try to squeeze maximum profit out of it either, unless you're like really a jerk. So, I think the answer is pretty simple. I was just trying to give you some insight on why you should. How? Well, that is for another segment that we'll go deeper in sometime. Yes. But there are different kind of buyers. Even as something as simple as Cheez-Its, Cheez-It crackers, I was thinking also plays a little game with their experimental crowd, which separates people that are just trying versus the tried and true. I guess you could just say that. I notice once in a while I get myself a box of Cheez-Its, but I look at the ingredients because I don't like to buy things that have MSG in it. I choose not to. I don't usually. I don't think I have in a while. Very, very, very small exceptions. You know, know what I mean? But I noticed that all the Cheez-Its, this goes for Goldfish too, I think. All the Goldfish too and all the Cheez-Its that aren't original have MSG in it. Fun fact. I also notice sometimes that these new products that they release give you more. And I think there's a secret there. If you see it. Because MSG is kind of like a food drug. It makes food like addicting, like cocaine. Right? So they know that some people, a lot of their base, maybe they're diehards or they're lifers, they like the OG one, right? They like the old Cheez-It. They like the old regular Goldfish, right? So they give you the least amount they can possibly give you for the most amount of money. And even when there's a sale, I notice that it'll be cheaper and they'll give you more when it's other flavors. And you might say, well, they're just trying to get the market to try something new. Alright, that's true. I agree with that. But I'm seeing something else too. And it all goes back to the drug aspect. Now, because MSG is like addicting, it makes food addicting, if they give you more, they end up benefiting in the end, because what are you going to do? You're probably going to eat the whole bag or the whole box in 1 or 2 sittings. Maybe 1. You know, if you're just eating Cheez-Its, like you have them in your car like I do, or like Goldfish by your desk, you know, just not having a handful here and there, you know, you might have that for the whole week, right? Maybe longer. I don't know how often you snack or whatever. It's not bad to snack, you know. I'm not saying you should go eat a whole box of one of these every day. That's not good for you, you know, health-wise. However, the regular ones, like I said, they're catering to a different crowd. Even though someone's buying Cheez-Its, right, in a store, the kind they get says everything to me. If they get the OG one, if they get the one on sale, if they get the flavored ones, there's all different psychology there. Because, alright, if they're not getting the OG one, they're already telling me that they don't care about this MSG mumbo jumbo, that I'm all too mighty and powerful, or that they don't care, or they'll let their taste buds be the judge, or whatever, something along those lines, right? Right? Alright. So, here's the deal. The MSG is addicting, like we just said a million times. So they're gonna be more apt to buy more boxes. It's just simple math. You know, they're gonna be hooked. Let me get this flavor. Let me get that flavor. Flavor blast. This, that, the other thing. I mean, they even have the original kind that's just flavor blasted. It's just like extra cheese. And if you look at it, one of the main things that's extra on there is the added MSG. But I'll also look at the total net weight on it, and I noticed that these other ones have more weight. And sometimes there's more characteristics and things that appear on the marketing and the graphics and that make it look like that they put more into it, and then you see it, they give you more, and you're like, wait, how are they charging me less or the same price for more of these crackers? They're just a different flavor. They're just a different flavor, right? No. They are crackers. They are going to get you hooked crackers. And in any business, the first sale should be the least profitable. If you are in the business for having reoccurring customers, regulars, subscriptions, stuff in that nature. I'm not saying people all, they eat a box of Cheez-Its and then they go and get a Cheez-It subscription. No. But they almost kind of do. Every time they go to the grocery store, they're probably going to go down that aisle like it's an actual drug. They're going to go by that aisle, like just walking by it and say, let me get that Cheez-It, let me get that Cheez-It, let me get that whatever. A lot of chips with flavoring, be careful. They all have MSG in it, most of them. Look at it. Sometimes the MSG is hiding under different guises too. And it could be the case for the old G ones I'm talking about too. I didn't even look that far actually. So it very well could have MSG in it. I'm just not reading it as having it. But I mean, crack it open a bag of one of those other ones sometime. If you do, tell me that there's something in your brain that's telling you like just keep eating it versus the other one where it's like, yeah, you get the regular brain telling you keep eating, but it's not like out of control. Sorry for yawning. I think this coffee is not only weak, but maybe they threw a decaf in there. Maybe that's what it is. What a horrible joke. What a horrible joke. I hope that probably is from the morning. That's probably why it's so gross. So yeah, people don't value free though. That was the thing that was the main thing, is people don't value free. Now, when I was talking to my mother about this, I said, hey, have you ever put a deposit down on something? Or better yet, I asked her, you worked, she worked at different retail places, but sometimes a certain book or a certain CD or a certain maybe concert tickets or something would require like a deposit, right? And I go, Mom, what happens with all those deposits? What do you think? Sure as hell they are going to come back to get whatever that is, right? If anything, they're going to get their deposit back. But let's say like that same band was playing a free show. Let's say that book was at the library. Let's say that DVD or CD is at the library. Nobody cares. You see, nobody values free. I'm not saying nobody. There are, the only people that really go to the library these days, it seems to me, are people that have intelligence. Like people that are just like, seeking for something a little deeper than what technology is providing for us to be connected. And I'm one of those too. I've been pretty mystified by going about just about any library. And I don't think free is bad. I just think free is too free sometimes, where you need a guide, you need curation, you need comments, you need feedback. Without all those things and more, and having personality behind it and putting things in your own words, I mean, what you're saying could either fall on deaf ears or, if you just have all that knowledge, you're not sharing it and organizing it in any way. But, I'll give you one other example. Do you watch videos on Netflix? Do you watch videos on YouTube? If you were to sit down, let's say, and have like a dinner or a snack in front of a Netflix, you're pretty attentive watching that. You might be attentive watching a YouTube, but you'll skip through to the end or just not even finish it. or just kind of put it on in the background, right? Why is that? It's free, right? Because it's free. Now, yay, let's go even deeper. Let's say if you had like Spotify or iTunes or Pandora or any of those other streaming things, like when you have to pay for the subscription, you're trying to get as much use of it out as you can and get your money's worth, right? I would hope so. Otherwise, what would be the point of subscribing? So part of like the whole value system thing is people are always, they're accustomed to it and they're used to it too, of getting their money's worth. Nobody gets their free's worth, right? I mean, yes, they do, but free can't really sustain itself. Free is anxiety provoking too, because then it's like, why is this free? How long is this going to be free for? What are they really trying to sell me, right? Like those kinds of three questions come to your mind when any skeptical person, when it comes to things that just immaculately conceived. They're just like, where's the catch? Why is this free? So as I'm saying that, I'm also trying to figure out a good price point, good offers for the Turtlecast here too, and other things. I might have a couple samplers up, but if I just gave this to you for free all the time, you're not going to really value what I'm saying. But also, I don't want to necessarily scare everybody away. So that might be like my second hardest math problem in business, is how to not be free and just attract freebie seekers, and then how to charge and how not to charge, and when is it okay to give a discount, for how much. You caught me once or twice yawning. My bad. I'm gonna put some closure on this Turtlecast here. I'm just letting you know, gas station coffee, if you haven't already noticed, isn't always that good. And I'm gonna pour this shit out because I just I gotta waste $1, but whatever. My health and my time can't be replaced. Money can always be replaced. Money is the easiest thing to replace, folks. So I'm leaving you with this, and also I'm hungry, but not just for food. I'm hungry to learn, eager to figure out what my next move is. I have ambition. I have ideas. I also implement things that I know and try to put them in words. I type every day. I write every day. I read every day. If nothing else, I do those three things every day. Type, write, like handwrite, and read. And for a minimum of 1 hour a day. 2, 3 if I can. 4 if it's a good day, or more if I really want to. but I kind of just stick to between 1 and 3, and I don't skip a beat. And I do pile on more reading and writing the next day if I slack it the day before, just because I know that this way of doing things will eventually benefit me significantly, and that's why I said at the beginning that I don't know if you know, but can success really be determined in dollars? Yeah, sure. Having dollars would be like a good byproduct of the success, but I don't think chasing around money all day just for the sake of getting it is a healthy activity, nor is it a necessary one. And with that, I leave you with 30 seconds of jazz. Collect your thoughts. Be nice. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to your family. Have a good rest of your week.